All right, for this step of the dream house, we are going to take our model and we're going to draw it on a giant scale, and we'll keep it exactly the same dimensions. That means the same size, but we're going to put it onto a piece of lined or gridded paper. Before you do this step, you need to be finished with a couple things. You need to be done with your area calculation page, which looks like this. So you need to have calculated the area of every single room. You also need to be done choosing your flooring. So that means that you took this paper and you decided what kind of carpet or tile or flooring you wanted in each room. And then you wrote the rooms in again on your flooring page, chose the flooring, and then multiplied the cost of the flooring per square footage of the area of the room. So you need to have this page finished before you start with your big poster. I'm going to use a Sharpie so you can see it. I want you to use a pencil, and I want you to go very, very slowly and really take your time so that you get this exact on here. You will also need a ruler for this project. Even though these lines are straight, please use a ruler so that your lines look really nice. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is draw this rectangle, because the poster is bigger than this. And so I need to plot how much land I own on this poster, and I can put it in the middle or I can put it down at the bottom, and then that leaves space for a title and maybe some illustrations around. But this rectangle is not naturally the same size as the poster. So I need to count this and then draw this big rectangle on my paper. It is 25 by 15, so I'm going to draw a rectangle that is 25 by 15. I'm not multiplying by 3 here. I want to copy this exactly the way it is. So for this poster, 1 square is 1 square. All right, so 25 by 15. When you're drawing on this poster, mark the corners and then connect them instead of drawing straight lines right away. Let me show you what I mean. So this is about 31 inches. So I'll go maybe about 3 inches in here and put a mark. And then I'm going to count 25 squares and then put another mark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Then I'm going to double check it. And now that I've checked it, now I'll connect it. So always do the dots first. Then I'm going to come through and use the ruler to actually connect it. And with every single room you do, please do the dots first. That way if you make a mistake, it's just a dot instead of a giant line. Now I'm going to go up 15 on both sides, but I'm not drawing my line yet. I'm going to count the dots. Or I'm going to put the dots. So 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Double check it. There we go. And now I'll just finish marking in my plot of land. And if you are in my class, yours will be exactly the same. It's 25 by 15 around the outside. Okay, I drew my plot of land. So this is this, and all of this is extra. So later, not right now, but if I finish, I could put a title here or other information. But this is my house, and now I'm going to start plotting my rooms. And I need to be really careful that I'm very exact. So for example, there's some yard here, and my dining room doesn't start right at the edge. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 squares before my dining room, and there's a whole row up here. So I need to be very, very aware of that. So that's why I'm going to use the dots with my pencil or marker before I draw the lines. So I'm going to start with the dining room. I'm going to come here to this corner, and I see that it goes over 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'll put a dot. So like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'll put a dot. Now this goes down for 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's the first wall in my dining room. It goes over 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's my dining room. And I want to check that it is consistent with the edge of my property. So the top of my property, there's one row of grass up there. And so I've left that. Now I'm going to get my ruler. Please make sure you do use a ruler. And I've got my 4 dots, so I'll connect it. And there's my first room. Now my bedroom is lined up here with the dining room. So I'm just going to continue this line down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I put a dot. But notice that the bedroom doesn't go over as far as the dining room. So you need to be super careful. I only go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's why it's really good to go slow and do the dots. And don't draw your lines until you have your dots on the corner. And really, really take your time. I'm going to check it often. I want to make sure that it lines up. I've got kind of 3 space here, 3 space here where the cat picture room can fit in. All right, so I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to keep putting this in, and then I'll be back in a sec. Okay, here's my finished room or my finished house, and it matches here, and I can see that it matches on the top and it matches on the side. I'm going to leave all this extra space open, leave the yard open for now. And I labeled each room as well.